And hello and welcome to episode 12 of The Company of the Grey Wolf. How to kill a witch in 3 easy steps. Step 3, don't split the party. Which is, of course, exactly what they've done. I'm Joshua Barbeau. I'm a Dungeon Master for hire and a professional Dungeon Master actor, storyteller. You can catch me every week here on Twitch on my channel, running Dungeons & Dragons. You can also catch me on other people's channels sporadically, and you can see me on Twitter, and you can find my stuff, books that I've written on DM's Guild, and all kinds of stuff. Look me up. I'm on the internet. I'm joined by 6 lovely people, but of course, you can only see 3 of them right now. Zaid, Colin, and Rebecca are on screen. The others are waiting in the wings. We're not all in the same place today. We normally half of us are in the same place, but some of us have had to isolate ourselves because of the the coronavirus is one of the main reasons why. Suffice to say, we're going to talk a little bit about that. It's as I'm sure anyone is watching is aware, the world is gripped by a pandemic right now, and you should all use proper precautions, like we're doing. One of the most important precautions that you can take is informing yourself, because the only thing that spreads faster than disease is misinformation. There's a lot of that going around. Some people are definitely underplaying the danger of COVID-19, and other people are overplaying it. They're going into rampant paranoia. Where's the middle ground? How do you know the difference between truth and fact and fiction? Real news and fake news. The best advice I can give as a layman who knows very little about these matters is to do your due diligence and inform yourself. There's a fantastic video on YouTube by science communicator Kyle Hill. I'm not being paid to plug him, but I am going to plug him. I'm putting a link in the chat right now. That is a YouTube video with some hard facts about COVID-19, which I recommend you all watch after this is done if you haven't seen it already. It's very important to take care of yourselves, but it's also very important if you are stuck being quarantined as a result of COVID-19 to entertain yourselves. And there's no reason why Dungeons & Dragons needs to stop. You're going to hear it here first before I'm going to do a big announcement on Twitter. As you all know, I'm a professional Dungeon Master. My website is dmondemand.ca, which should be on the screen right now, but for some reason it's not. dmondemand.ca. You can hire me as a Dungeon Master to run games just like this for you and your friends, or for you and your kids, or for whoever. I'm great with kids. If you have kids at home and you're wondering what to do with them, I'm a professionally trained children's entertainer as well. Among the many things on my resume, I'm slashing my prices for the duration of this COVID-19 thing. For anyone that is dealing with self-isolation as a result of COVID-19, my prices are slashed to you. You're going to say, but Josh, I don't see your prices on your website. That's because I don't normally have standard prices advertised on my website. I give every single person a custom quote based on their individual needs, because no 2 campaigns are exactly alike. That being said, if you reach out to me, my prices will be much more reasonable than they normally are. I'm doing games over the internet just like this for dirt cheap. So definitely reach out to me. That's let's see. We gotta say a couple things. We have a Discord that most of you probably are already members of, but if you're not, you should definitely join our Discord. Our Discord is the best way to stay in touch with all 7 of the cast members between our sessions. And if you happen to be a Twitch subscriber of our channel, you get extra perks for being in the Discord. You get to vote on a cast MVP each week, and that MVP gets bonuses. They get extra experience. They get inspiration at the start of the next session, and among other things. And if you're a higher level subscriber, you can impact the campaign in other ways. Speaking of last week, though we do have some subscribers, we didn't get any votes for an MVP. So there isn't an MVP this week. That's like hard experience that you guys are missing out on. Oh boy.
I think they were giving it to me because I wasn't there. So.
Oh, they clearly you weren't
that's
there.
What they mean.
They meant you.
Go double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Hey, I like that.
So yeah, that definitely if you're a subscriber, and it takes only $5 to become a subscriber if you're not a subscriber, you get to vote and impact the campaign by telling us each week who you want the MVP to be, and that person will get bonus experience on top of all the experience everyone else is getting. Which, would have been... Colin wasn't here last week, so maybe that's why they didn't... Nobody voted for an MVP because they didn't want Colin to feel left out. Among other things, other social media stuff, you can catch us on YouTube if you've missed... if you've missed your past episodes, all of the past episodes up to episode 8 are on YouTube. Episode 9 will be there later tonight. 10 and 11 are still on Twitch, so you can watch those there. Outside of that, if you like the art that we're using, I'm sure you saw it in the loading screen. We have beautiful character art. That was all done by Thickest Bay. That's Thickest_Bay, who you can follow on Twitter. You should definitely go follow her, chastise her, tell her art is beautiful, and tell her we sent you. Let's see. That's I think. Oh, and recaps. That's right. You can watch our episodes on YouTube, and if you haven't the time to sit through a 3-hour-long episode, we have fully written recaps in the Discord. They're written by Rebecca. She's covered the episodes, in each episode distilled down to a couple pages, so it's very easy to binge read that in a few minutes and get all caught up. Outside of that, I think we're just about ready to go. We've talked about the important issues. Like I said, we only have half the cast on screen right now. The others are waiting in the wings. You're going to get social media information for all of them at the end of the episode. But, just join the Discord. That's the best way to reach us all. So, when last we left our heroes, you all fought a troll.
No, I didn't.
No, Colin, you didn't. You were graciously invited alone in to speak with the witch, as you did.
I did?
Well, you did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It happened off screen, but it happened. And the rest of you fought a troll, and then you barged in, uninvited, and, and were very rude to Auntie Zilla. She didn't like that very much. One of you eventually tried attacking her, to which it was revealed that you were talking to an illusion, a particularly elaborate one that had the capacity to pick up a mug. And that's when the party split up. Three of you went down into the dungeon below her hut, while the other two went up to the second floor, where you found a teleportation circle. Anita, Odd, who's not on screen right now, was up on the second floor with Rinn, and she went downstairs to grab the bard Ondar because they thought he might know more about teleportation circles, leaving Celadine and Günther all by their lonesomes to read ancient Yuan-ti text off of a wall that has been untouched for centuries.
And that's it.
And that's it. That's all they were doing. Odd took Ondar back upstairs without touching him because, as we all know, he's diseased. And upon getting back to the second floor, they were shocked to find Rinn standing at the center of the teleportation circle with a strange gem affixed to his forehead. The same gem that allowed the witch to control the troll. And he drew his spiked chain and attacked. But that's not where we're going to pick up. We're going to start with these lovely two individuals, Günther and Celadine. Tell us again what you were doing downstairs all by yourselves for several minutes.
I was looking at all this lovely inscription and hieroglyphics and carvings on the wall that reminded me very much of the place where I grew up. So I was just sort of going through what was written in this temple, a lot of common myths and legends, and like basically it's Yuan-ti Sunday school down here. So it's like all the same kinds of stories that I grew up with, and I'm just sort of engrossed in there. And after doing that for a couple of minutes, went back to the trap door to like just, hey, see what other people are up to, and heard some kind of scuffle.
Right. You went back to the trap door because it had been a while since they left, since Ondar left to follow Odd upstairs. And they haven't come back yet, or even sent any word of why they're not coming back for so long. So it's been a little while. It's been a few minutes, and it's rather unusual of them to be gone that long, without letting you know what's up. And you went back to the trap door, and the first thing you heard was signs of a scuffle. Something's going on, and you're missing out on it. What's the first thing you would do as soon as you heard that?
Literally the first thing I would do is, I would just turn to Celadine, say, something's happening up there, we gotta move. And I would grab her and just like shove her up through the hole. Like without even asking, I'm just gonna grab her and like
You're gonna manhandle her?
I'm gonna manhandle her and toss her upstairs to see what's going on.
Yep, I'm gonna obviously not fight that, so okay.
Of course, but as you try to do this, Mr. Barbarian, I'm gonna ask you to remind me what your strength score is.
Well, he's super big.
Yes, so it is low, but let me look up what
enlarge does.
I think it just gives me advantage or something.
On athletic checks, I think that's correct.
Advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and then more damage. Yeah, I don't think it changes my strength, but I get advantage on it. So my strength is still only an 8, but you know.
Okay.
Buddy.
Well, Celadine.
I'm denser than that.
is pretty dense, and also, not to mention, she is wearing scale mail,
Armor.
which is pretty heavy, considering it is heavy armor.
Oh man.
I'm just getting my dice ready, which I should have had since earlier, but that's okay. So you grab her and try to help her up to the hole as best you can. You're like, oh,
yeah.
Do one of those ballerina lifts, but you can't quite Well,
1, 2.
Celadine, Günther is big. He's big right now. So make your athletics check to lift her up with advantage.
Okay, with advantage, that was a 14.
Oh, okay.
And it's a check. It's just a check.
Yeah.
So 14 minus 1 is a 13.
Still not quite enough.
God.
He does one of these lifts and it's like, and he's like, I thought for sure I had that.
Can I grab onto anything?
And you absolutely could jump up, probably all on your own, but I'm more before.
That's not even fair.
before you do, I just want to know what Celadine's reaction is to this giant but lanky man trying to pick you up and failing horribly. Perhaps
Founder probably fall somewhat and then go, okay, let's try that again and just latch onto something. Wall, whatever stairs there were, ladder thing, I don't know.
There is no ladder, there is no stairs. There were stairs, but they've crumbled.
Okay.
Just as you, as Günther pulls one of those, I'm gonna get down on one knee and put my.
I'll just give her a
brace myself, and you can climb up over me, basically.
Yeah.
Just as he's doing that, you hear the familiar voice of Edran coming from down the tunnel in the darkness.
Saying what?
And he is crying out in terror.
I am?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you are.
Oh. What? In terror of what? I'm not sure where we left this off.
No, yeah. You don't know yet. It will be revealed to you at the same time that it's revealed to them.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're going to do something about it. But are you going to abandon Edran to his fate and continue chasing after Odd and Ondar?
Well, Celadine doesn't know that it's called "Don't Split the Party."
No, but the party's already split.
Yeah.
The party's split no matter which way you go here.
Okay. I would just look at Günther and should I go up and you go get Edran? I don't know what to do.
One thing at a time. We don't even know if we can get to Edran. We know we can get upstairs. Whatever's happening to the rest of them. First things first. We got to get upstairs.
Okay.
And just as Günther says this, you hear a second cry of Edran, this time in pain, not just terror. You keep going upstairs?
I do what you say.
Edran knows what he's doing. Edran can take care of himself. We have stand a better chance of rescuing him if we can get everyone together.
Okay.
We're going quickly. I go.
And you help Celadine upstairs. And that's where we're going to stop here and switch over to the others.
Okay. Maybe I'll see y'all later.
Maybe.
He dies all the time. He'll be fine.
Oh my god.
Hello, Anita, Justin, and Nick.
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
You know,
We're
just
fantastic.
chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain? That's great. That's wonderful.
If it was bleed.
Where did we last leave you guys off?
Ondar had just stepped in front of Odd, shield up.
Shield up.
Because we were having a tea party. Yes, a tea party.
Right.
Very nice tea party.
And you want to make sure your shield is ready for tea parties. That's important.
Well, yes, you set it down like a tray, and then you serve the tea on top of it.
These are all very importante things.
Yes.
Justin.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Chief? I think I got a roll to make.
You do. You have to roll initiative. So did the other two.
All right.
Anita, this roll is for you. I'm gonna do my best.
I'm using my 2-colored die in favor of this is my chaos die.
All right, do it. I'm guessing you rolled a natural 20.
No.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
I rolled a 19.
Well,
Natural 20.
Cool.
but still. Yeah, a natural 19 from Rinn is probably what, 24?
26.
26? Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey,
Yeah.
I hate this.
I've got a 15. Not that it helps much.
All right, so
Hang on a second. I'm about to put up a little camera here.
Action cam.
What's called an action cam, which I've had to improvise with, but it's okay. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look great.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And
it's like roll low.
boom. And boom. There we go. I'm prepared for this. It's okay, guys. I'm prepared for this. All right. Here we have a possessed Rinn next to the witch's bed.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna drink tonight.
And we have an Ondar right in front of him. Did I mention that this room is not very big?
Yes.
That was mentioned.
Good. I'm glad that was mentioned. And an Ondar, and an Odd just on the steps behind him. Okay. So we have a 26 and a natural 20. What is your bonus, Ondar?
+1.
So Rinn, Ondar, and Odd. That's the order we've got going on here.
Yep.
Sure
Rinn,
is.
what do you do? Now I know in the past I've previously stated that PvP combat is going to be handled in a very narrative way, but I don't count this as PvP. I don't count this as PvP. This is so you can use your you can use your abilities and your roles and your whatever we've discussed beforehand. Ondar is right in front of you.
So he just to go along with the narrative that we left off on, he attacked with his spike chain. Ondar got in the way, so the attack is going to be at Ondar.
Mm-hmm. Make your attack roll.
That is a 3. So that is a total of 12.
Bless your dice, Justin. Bless them.
All right. And then he's going to kick the spike chain out. Ondar.
So here's what happens: your chain goes out and clangs against Ondar's shield, which went up faster than he even thought he could raise it. You don't strike true. But
so what he's gonna do is he's gonna recall the chain, and then use his martial arts to spin around and kick at Odd.
So Odd is not. Is he gonna? He's gonna roll around like this, like he's gonna move.
Oh
over
yeah,
here?
he's gonna tumble past.
Cool,
Is
cool,
Rinn
cool.
gonna roll?
Yeah.
Rinn
Oh,
Rinn
God!
rolls flat.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
So
Oh, you motherfucker!
just want to check. people in the audience, we don't have our usual setup going today, so if our audio levels are off, if someone's too quiet, if someone else is too loud, let us know, and I will try to adjust as best I can. Yeah, so you launched your spike chain. It connected to Ondar's shield. No sooner did it do that you spin forward, pulling it back, and kick. Odd. Yes. Make your attack roll.
I did. That's 15 plus 8.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah.
Like even at 15, it just hits.
Okay.
Your kick does what? D6 damage, Mr. Monk?
No, only D4.
Only D4. It'll be D6 soon, though, right?
Yeah.
Assuming you get a level up.
Yeah. So that's just 7 damage.
Okay. 7 damage for Odd. Just 7 damage.
Okay. I'm still up.
You are! Barely. And you know that he wasn't pulling his punches because you've seen Rinn pull his punches before.
Yeah, I have. Okay.
Oh fuck! I just looked at her. Oh god. Okay, right. Okay. Cool.
All right.
This is awesome.
That's your turn, right?
Yep.
Ondar.
Shield up. Mouth opens. Lock eyes with Rinn. I want to say I know how you're feeling. So loyal that you feel like you're kneeling. Never gonna give up in lieu of sticking a dagger in you. Instead, I'll summon a you to the ceiling. And as Ondar kind of flexes out his shields, a second Rinn is gonna pop out and appear right in front of him, ready to fight him. As I'm trying to cast Phantasmal Force, and I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Good. He's not great at that.
Fun fact, though, is this psychic damage?
No damage.
Okay.
I'm not damaging him with this spell.
Okay.
This is merely going to create a secondary Rinn in front of him that's going to combat with him, but not actually hit him. It's a distraction.
15?
All right.
15 beats it. No Rinn.
So he tries to summon a second Rinn, a copy of you, to fight yourself, but you see right through the illusion. You've seen this trickery before.
All right.
And you hold your ground?
Who, me? I can't do it.
No, I mean,
He's
Nick.
talking to me.
You're holding your ground? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just look over my shoulder quickly at Odd and shake my head no, and then re-shield it up here.
Odd. You're in the stairwell behind Ondar. You could squeeze past him.
Okay.
But, or you could back off.
But backing up would probably provoke an attack of opportunity from Rinn, I'm guessing.
It sure would, but you have,
I can use my action to disengage. Yeah.
well, I was gonna say right now, because of your position behind both Ondar and a corner of a wall, you have not total cover, but
Got a fair bit.
you have superior cover, whatever it's called.
3/4 or half?
Half is better than 3/4, right?
3/4 is best.
3/4. That's what you have then. I could do fractions and math. Stop it! Stop making fun of me.
It's okay. It's okay. A lot of pressure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Auntie Zilla, I know you're in here, and I'll make a deal with you if you give me my best friend back. And if I don't hear anything back in about 3 seconds, I'm going to reach out to Rinn and I'm going to try to shotgun grasp it.
Her laughter echoes throughout the entire room, such that you can't necessarily pinpoint its location. You have a deal.
Haven't even heard what I have to offer.
I'm waiting.
We'll go into the basement. We'll get your item. And we'll see you on your way.
I'm going to say that's your turn before she gets a chance to answer.
Okay.
Rinn.
Yep.
Rinn. We see what's going on the outside. As Rinn is preparing to attack yet again at Ondar. The gem on his forehead flashes. And Rinn stops. Looking like... very much like an angry dog at the end of a leash that just wants to, but doesn't. But inside Rinn's head is a very different depiction of events. Rinn, you are standing in a dark hallway. You don't see the walls, you don't see the floor, you don't even see a ceiling. It's just darkness everywhere. But when you look up, the only source of light that shines down on you is this little window. Far, far away, maybe as many as 100 feet up, this tiny little window, where through it your elven eyes can see that you're in the process of attacking your friends. It's almost as if your soul has receded into the subconscious, merely a viewer of the events that are transpiring.
So he saw the previous round?
Yeah. He witnessed that. And because of your monk training, nobody else would have the mental fortitude for this. But because of your monk training, your connection, your strong connection between body, mind, and spirit, I will let you spend a key point to fight back against... Alright. You spend one key point, and almost instantly, as you try to reestablish your connection, you see a parallel you appear just a short distance away. He looks just like you, and yet not like you. His gi isn't all tattered like yours isn't missing an arm like yours is. His hair isn't cut short. It is still long and in a full braid. And his eyes are red, matching the color of the ruby in his forehead. He draws his spiked chain. And you go to draw yours and you realize you don't have one. What do you do?
Just gonna take a deep breath. I understand. Then he's gonna get in a combat pose. And he's gonna go, matron, see me through this. Odd. Stand by the perimeter. I attack from my left side. Lean to the right. Ondar, shield high. I will aim for your neck. And then he's going to launch at this shadow version of himself.
Alright, here's what I need you to do. I need you to make 2 attack rolls. One with your spike chain against your AC, and one without your spike chain against your AC, and tell me which of the 2 hit.
Purple is evil Rinn with the spike chain. Green is good Rinn with his hands. Purple rolled 19, and with his spike chain bonus, he gets a +9. My AC is 19, so that hit. And with my hands, I get a +8 bonus, and my AC is 19, so I miss.
Okay. When you
Please switch those dice.
when you take the hit from your spiked chain, from your shadow self, it doesn't take away your hit points. Because that's your body.
Right.
But you lose 1 hit dice. As if you'd spent a hit dice in a short rest.
Gotcha. I'm down to 3.
3 hit dice left? Okay, perfect. Good to know. And that's your turn. Meanwhile, outside, Auntie Zilla, her voice again echoes through the chambers. And she says, "You wish to offer me that which I already have?"
Well, you don't have it yet. You told us that you wanted us to go see Edran in the basement.
We haven't
Obviously.
reached... We haven't. If more of you are there,
Better chances of you getting what you want.
what I want is for you all to die.
Well, we might just do that in the basement. I'm sorry for Günther. A lot of times, he doesn't really think before he does these things.
And you do!
Oh, no, I think
That's
about
so
everything before I do them.
funny.
I just often do the opposite of what is the smart thing.
Not good enough!
Then what do you propose? Obviously, we can't keep going like this. I don't have much left. What do you want? I mean, if I know Edran, he's probably not doing very well down there. That'll take care of one of your problems. I mean, Rinn will take care of me and Ondar pretty well in short order. Günther, Celadine might last a little bit longer down below, but they'll probably fall too. The way I see it, the only way we get what you want...
And what is it that I want?
Well, you said you wanted that object in the basement. You also said you wanted us all to die. So you can't have one without the other. You can't have both.
I don't think you're very good at establishing what I want.
Well, then tell me what you want.
From you? I want your birthright. That which is promised to you upon birth is what I want. And I'll let your friend go. And the 3 of you can go downstairs and try to save Edran from whatever peril he's in right now. And if you bring me the chalice like I asked Edran to do, I'll even reverse the curse on the grandfather tree.
Now, birthright, you say? See, that's important information I didn't have before.
How badly do you want your friend? Perhaps you have to make deals without complete information. Ondar, it's your turn if you'd like to do something.
I'd like to make a perception check to try and narrow down where the witch is.
Alright, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Four.
The room is empty, my friend. The witch is not here. And yet, her voice is coming from somewhere.
I will. I'm going to proclaim loudly enough that she can hopefully hear me if she's within a certain range. Auntie Zilla, you are a bore. Your nails too long and your fingers sore. Take your deals to the hells. Mind the door, it has bells. Heal the tree or be no more. And I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on her.
You
And
need...
all she has to do is hear me. I want to hear her moving as she runs away, but she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm fucking stressed out, y'all.
So stressed.
If the witch can hear you, she made her saving throw.
Okay. Your spell. She's if she's saved, she still takes partial damage though.
What would be the partial damage?
I rolled a 5 total on 3 and 6, so half of that.
You talk of deals while you try to stab me in the back.
I didn't try to stab you in the back.
I just lift my hand and show that I'm not holding any blade.
One who calls herself Odd. Do we have a deal or not? It's your turn, Odd.
Ondar? Run. And I'm going to close my fist and put out the light.
Okay. That's your turn?
The light is still on, because it's still concentration, but my finger is inside my hand, so that it just snapped.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, and then for, I'm going to use my action to disengage from Rinn and move into the back room.
Okay. So, like, here-ish?
No, backwards into the previous room.
Okay, down the
Towards
stairs.
where the trap door is.
Down the stairs. Got it. Rinn? It's gone dark, but you can still see. Odd has disengaged and run away. It's your turn, and only Ondar stands in front of you, and the witch is no longer holding you back.
Okay.
Are you still, would you like to spend another key to keep fighting yourself on the inside?
Yes, please.
Okay. And then in that case, you need to again make an attack roll against yourself with your spike chain, an attack roll against yourself unarmed, and an attack roll with disadvantage because you're distracted against Ondar.
Purple is evil me, green is good me.
Okay.
Okay. So that's good. Good me rolled a 14. Evil me rolled an 8. So let's see. With my bonus. So that's a good me 22, and bad me still hits with a. Oh no, he doesn't. Hey, he rolled a 17.
I was gonna say, you have like a plus 12 to hit?
Nope. So yeah, I missed. Woo.
He missed you. You hit him. What is he rolling against Ondar?
Okay.
He has disadvantage because he's distracted.
He rolled a 1.
He's gonna miss Ondar.
Praise Umberly.
And then for the bonus kung fu attack, he rolled a 3.
Nice.
So yeah, just inside my head, I can see like.
Roll damage against yourself.
Oh, okay.
For your unarmed attack.
Cool.
Which you take as...
Motherfucking damage. That's 9.
So you take 9 psychic damage as you're punching yourself in your head.
Yep. I will take that. But I can see like...
Does that also have backlash?
Ondar, you see Rinn coming at you just before the lights go out. You don't necessarily see what happens, but you know that he missed as you hear the air whoosh past your head, and then you hear him grunt as if he took a hit. Do you run back down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Are you disengaging? Okay.
Disengaged and retreating, but shield forwards to him still. 30 feet.
Make a shield. So you're keeping your shield to Rinn as you go backwards down the stairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna just pull away.
You're going backwards down the stairs and in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Make an acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm. Well. Not natural. 20.
Dirty 20.
You deftly withdraw down the steps. And Odd, having retreated first. You're rushing.
Do one last thing with my turn as I pull away.
What's that?
I'm going to give another bardic inspiration to Rinn.
You need to be able to see him to give him inspiration, don't you?
I just have to be able to hear him.
Okay.
I think it's just hearing.
Yeah. All right.
Just really quickly, in Rinn's head, he is going to be talking to himself. He's just going to say something along the lines of, I know you now. You are who I was. I know who I must be.
And then as Ondar's pulling away, you hear, Rinn, you are lost. Actions are shady. Don't know if you can hear. Let's call it a maybe. Pull out the gem. Don't kiss the hem. Put your service in the right lady. And you get a bardic inspiration, D6.
Awesome. Odd, you run down the stairs, away from your friend who's in trouble. And you almost bump straight into Celadine, who's climbing up the stairs.
Celadine, bad things.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had to unmute.
Celadine and Günther are climbing up the stairs, and Odd and soon after Ondar are coming down the stairs. So you meet halfway in the center room.
Right back on.
Your fingers back on.
Yes, well, it
Yeah.
was just snuffed. No.
I technically have light still going also.
Mm-hmm.
Rinn has the gem in his head.
I run.
Like, up the stairs? I don't let you past.
No, I don't see you. I don't have dark vision. I have my light, but I only see it's 20 feet.
There's plenty of light. You got
Oh.
2 sources of light
So I
on.
can see Ondar.
You absolutely can see Ondar.
Oh.
This
okay.
room is not more than 20 feet wide.
No. I didn't realize how far up I'd gone.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Then yeah, I turn around and I run with Odd and try to get to Günther. Or is Günther behind us directly?
Yeah, Gunther's behind you directly.
Well, shoot.
He is in the process of squeezing through that hole.
What is Edran? Have you found him yet?
No, we heard him.
Well, we have to go find him. Someone needs to stop Rinn, and we need to get down to the basement as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'm just staying at the doorway, base of the stairs.
Ondar, do you want us to handle Rinn? But
We can't take him alone. I tried everything I could, but the gem makes it hard.
am I still, like, within talking distance? I'm still, like, our space. Can I talk to Günther?
Yes.
Okay.
The 4 of you are within a very
all
small
in-
room
okay.
together.
Okay. Günther, what do we do?
We need to go back
Yeah.
down.
Okay, let's go back down.
All right, Rinn. If you really want to kill us, you're gonna have to follow. Auntie Zilla, if you still want to kill us, you can send him after.
And you guys are going back down into the dungeon below?
Either that or we stand.
I'm gonna get into position on one side of the doorway.
The
That
trap
when
door?
Rinn comes, yeah, so that when Rinn comes down the stairs, I'm going to ready shocking grasp.
Okay.
What have I been
Hey,
doing
well-
during all this?
Well, that's a good question. Justin, how many key points you got left?
1.
How many hit points you got left?
14.
If you want, you can spend your last key point to make 3 unarmed attacks against the Rinn that has taken over your body.
I would like to do that.
He also gets to make
3.
one armed
Oh.
attack against you.
Okay.
Maybe he'll just knock himself out.
Alright. Which one of you guys is gonna... Okay. Hold on 1 second. Little D20s are good friend. Big D20 is evil Rinn. Evil Rinn got 19. Good Rinn got 20, 20, 11.
Okay, so you got 2 hits. Evil Rinn got 1 hit, so you lose another hit dice.
Yep, so that brings me down to 1.
1 hit die left.
Is
I
that
thought-
right? Yeah.
No, you should be down to 2. I thought you had 3 left last turn. Yeah, you should be down
Okay,
to 2.
yeah, I'm down to 2. Sorry.
Roll damage twice. As unarmed attacks.
Okie dokie. 9. 7. And then that's the 2 as unarmed. And then the 1 armed. Which is 10.
You've done 10 psychic damage to yourself. How much hit points do you have left?
4.
4. Make a...
Let's see. No, the 9 and 7 were the unarmed. Unarmored. That's the hands.
Okay, so you have 4 left, right?
So let's see. 9 and 7, 16. That would drop me to 0.
Perfect.
The armor, the weapon one is the one that was.
Got it.
Okay.
Make a wisdom saving throw. With... and if you'd like, you can use your bardic inspiration.
I would very much like to do that. That's a D6.
Yeah?
16 on the die, 1 on the bardic inspiration, and +4 for my wisdom modifier, bringing that to 21.
Against all odds, Rinn has done the impossible. He has held on. He did not give up. And he reaches up to his head and rips the gem from it as he takes back control over his body. And miraculously, you hear a raven's caw echo through the chamber, even though there were no ravens in this room. And it doesn't look like anyone else heard it. And you regain 1 hit point.
Ah!
Rinn, you are standing by yourself, up on the 2nd floor, the gem pulsing in your hand, splitting headache in your head.
I would like to drop the gem on the ground and stomp on it.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Unarmed attack roll.
And of course, a 1.
You drop the gem on the ground, and I guess your headache is just pounding too hard. You end up just kicking it under the bed by accident instead of smashing it with your foot.
Alright. So I am going to walk out of the room.
And you tumble downstairs dizzily. And as you step out into the room, you trigger Odd's ready to action. And she reaches out and grabs on your shoulder and casts Shocking Grasp.
But I miss.
But you miss?
Yes, it was a 6 + 5, so it was only 11.
Okay. She reaches out with electrified fingers. But she misses.
Harry.
Just kind of cast on her. Not again.
Are you?
You notice the gem is no longer in his forehead, though he does have a mark where it was.
Grab his face.
I immediately grab him and cure him.
Okay.
That looks like it hurts. Alright, we should go down below, right? Edran's down there.
Right.
Rebecca, what did you get on your cure wounds?
Freaking 1, but it's still 6.
Thank you, Celadine.
I hold onto Rinn's hand extra tight. Don't separate.
Did you see the witch, or was it through the gem?
I did not see the witch.
Where's the gem?
I kicked it under the bed.
Don't go for it.
Good enough for now. No, just making sure it's not on his person.
Okay.
Let's go. Edran, let's go.
Okay.
Celadine, you feel odd as well. She took a hit from Rinn.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
No, I'll listen to that. I'll reach over and touch her as well.
Okay.
The ribs. The ribs.
Jesus, a 2! So, but for Odd, that's fine. So you heal for 7.
That's exactly what I lost.
That's exactly
Thank
what
you.
she lost. All right.
Go, Mag.
Reunited. Well, partially reunited. You're still missing an Edran. The five of you dive into the hatch door once again to head back into the dungeon.
Yes.
All right.
Josh,
Günther, how long does that potion last?
I rolled 3 out.
3 hours.
3 hours. Okay, sure.
Sorry. Speaking of time, we've been playing a lot of time. How long has passed since we heard Edran's scream?
Oh, much too long.
Okay.
Much too long. Yeah. Maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 5. Maybe 10 minutes.
I was stuck in a trapdoor for 10 minutes?
Yep. Sure. Well, also, you just had a chat with Rinn. Celadine healed Rinn and Odd. You debated whether to go back upstairs or to go downstairs. Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
And I have been doing something for those 10 minutes?
No.
Okay. So just in a door then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the basement.
All right. And the 5 of you dive into the basement to seek out your missing friend. And that's where we're going to take our 5-minute break. So, we'll be back after 5 minutes. We're going to stretch our legs, use the washroom, replenish our drinks, fix the overlay so you can see more people. And we'll be right back. You all should take advantage of that 5-minute break as well. If you've been sitting on a couch for far too long, use it. Use your time wisely. But then be right back because you won't want to miss what comes next. All right. And there we go. And we're back. With more of us on screen this time. That's a little better. So, last we left off, the 5 of you were diving into a hole in the ground to rescue Edran. Now, before we took our break, real quick, Zaid, you asked me, and what have you said, and I've been doing nothing that whole time. Just for clarity's sake, you mean since you bumped into Odd, Ondar, and Rinn, you've been doing nothing, correct?
I just mean all I did for the last 2 hours was.
I'm not talking about the last 2 hours. I'm talking about since you bumped into them. That's what I meant when I said you've been doing nothing. Yes.
Yeah, if there was 10 minutes of us just all sitting around.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Cool.
Cool. Did you want to have been doing something during that time? Did you not feel like you had a chance to speak? Is that?
I mean, I don't know how time passes. Günther is probably all he's doing is using his heat vision to see if he can notice anything. The only part of the room that he hasn't checked out is the ceiling. So he would have just been like, while people are talking and whatever and healing, he's looking at the ceiling to see if
looking at the ceiling of the room. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking up at the ceiling. Just wondering. Okay. It's a ceiling. There's nothing of interest on it. All right. So now you've all since dived back in to the tunnel, and some of you have dark vision, some of you don't, but you have sources of light, correct?
Yes.
Cool. So you're in a fairly narrow passageway. It's 10 feet wide. So I'm gonna need a marching order, so to speak.
Rinn is most likely going to be last, as he's kind of out of it and looking very distracted.
He's had a
better argument.
Odd is holding Rinn's hand.
Saladine's right behind Günther, and I assume Ondar behind me.
I don't want to leave weakened party members to the rear, though, so I would just say,
Cool.
Celadine, may I be armed, and I'll cover the rear.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I need my stuff. I'm out.
Yeah. Whatever you need. I will, because I don't know what's in there. I don't have to dig through. Everything is too intense at the moment, so I just hand it to him.
Of course.
Okay. So I'll sling my bag and I'll pull out a dagger I have just for self-defense now.
All right.
It's interesting.
So you have a dagger for self-defense, and we're ready to rock. So here we have. You guys see that, right? Here we have. Let's see. Tunnel, 10 feet wide. Here there was stairs once upon a time, but now there is a bunch of rubble. Actually, I have rubble. I have rubble. I'll put it on in a second. Now it's a bunch of rubble. It goes forward some ways before it ends. And we said we had Ondar in the back. Rinn also in the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Odd in the middle, not too close to Ondar.
Holding Rinn's hand.
Holding Rinn's hand? Okay, so Rinn's standing next to you. We have Celadine somewhere.
Right in front of Odd and Rinn.
Right in front of Odd and Rinn. And then Günther in front of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Giant Günther. Right,
Mhm.
I need a different mini for you today. Big.
Big old Günther.
You're thick! You done got thick!
He's swole.
Kinda.
He gone from small to kind of swole.
Hold on.
Kind of
He's the thickest bag.
Where's a big man?
Big
I
babe.
need one.
Saladin has that giant ass look
Big
from where you
man.
are.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure.
Why are you clenching?
Of all things.
I needed a big man.
Aww, appropriate.
Big old boy.
Big old boy. Don't know if you all can see that, but that is not a standard mini. That's a Hulk figure. So, ahead of you is a tunnel that proceeds for some ways before it stops. Actually, it should go a little further than that. Proceeds for some ways before it stops. And then it turns to the right. You guys advancing cautiously down the tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going at whatever speed like Odd is pulling him. Like he's really kinda oof.
He's had an ordeal.
I'm also gonna pull out my tiny clockwork dog and wind it up and activate it and set it down beside me to follow and have it smell for the witch.
Okay.
I've been just handing out beef jerky to people. Yeah. Sorry, I've been handing out pokies to people. Yeah.
Pokies. Gotta do that snack aggressively thing that we usually do.
That is the name for aggressive snacking.
Aggressive
I
snack.
mean, you could say that my snack was a little bit of a lifesaver.
Hey. There we go.
You guys advance down the tunnel. There's a fairly thick layer of dust over everything. Like, nobody's been down here a long time, except for the footprints, you know, footprints of you guys who advanced down this tunnel before. Like I said, the tunnel proceeds for a ways before it stops, curves to the right, and then if you look down the right, it goes for 40 feet or so before curving back on itself again. Don't know if y'all can see that line I drew. But, Günther and Celadine. You guys were just down here. I know for both of you it's been a week, but for your characters it's been a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of this tunnel, it used to end in a T break. It curved to the right and to the left. Now it only curves to the right.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm going to go to the left
Where there was a tunnel previously?
where there was a tunnel, and I'm looking. Is there anything? Is it just a flat blank wall? Any writing? Any carving?
It would be indistinguishable from the rest of the walls around it, except this wall in particular. All of the others are, like I said, faded. This one looks a little less faded, a little newer, a little slightly out of place.
Yeah.
This wasn't here.
No, this was not here.
But you touch it, and it indeed feels like a stone wall.
Question is whether it is an illusion or whether this is something that has slipped into place. Ondar, perhaps I could borrow your eyes. This is a wall that was not here a few moments ago. Natural, physical.
I'll work my way up and I'll investigate the wall to see if like I suspect it slid into place, and if there's a way to make it move back.
And while he's doing that, I want to turn around and cover the opposite direction. Yeah.
Rinn, I need you here.
Yes.
Are you okay? Did she hurt you?
No. No.
It's not the kind of hurt that is physical.
It has nothing to do with the witch. Adran. She still watches.
I don't think she ever left.
She didn't. I didn't see.
Then you're on the right path.
Sorry I hurt you.
It's okay. We're just a little tender. Nothing Celadine can fix.
I wasn't talking about the combat.
It's okay.
We need to find a job.
Working on that. Eyes forward. Alert.
I will be ready.
You've got keener eyes than most of us. I need you with us. We need you with us.
Company at my service.
Ondar, make a perception check.
Alrighty. That's a natural 5, probably +1, so 6.
It's a stone wall covered in ancient Yuan-ti hieroglyphics, indistinguishable from the walls around it, except where, as pointed, Günther points out a few places where some of the walls around it are a little more faded than this one, but you don't see it.
Can I, if I see him faltering, can I?
He's not faltering. He just doesn't see any indication that that there is. He
Can I
doesn't.
look at the corners? I
You
don't
can
wanna
you
do
can
nothing.
you can look at the wall if you'd like. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh,
Can I
23.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
How much?
23.
This wall is newer than the walls around it.
It's also wrong. It's an inscription on it follows a line of sinking. It follows.
Zaid, the inscription's actually gibberish.
Yeah.
The inscription on that particular wall is actually gibberish. It looks like someone tried very hard to copy and paste Yuan-ti hieroglyphics, but it doesn't make out anything.
Yeah. So the letters is there, the shapes is there, but this is it's fake Latin. It's like saying vox machina. It doesn't make any sense.
Can I have everyone like give some just like 5 foot of distance and try to do sacred flame at it?
Sure.
Just because.
Or you're overlooking the obvious.
She's
She wants us to go this way.
I think we're all stubborn. I think we're all getting a little tired of telling us where we want to go. Maybe we just work off a little steam on this fake wall. So we... And while Günther is saying that, his eyes are wandering down the open path.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it goes for about 40 feet before it curves to the right, so back around, back the same direction that you guys essentially were coming from, but, over 40 feet
this
over.
corridor in particular looks very, very familiar to Günther. He sees shapes walking down it. He sees larger, more snake-like boys and girls shoving past him as they move down the corridor to go upstairs. He sees a very short episode of a silent corridor, and he himself is a small child walking through it, holding the hand of a very small, very blonde girl with very, very blue eyes. And as he focuses on it for a second, it shakes his head and he comes back to reality, and he says, "There's something very wrong here. Let's see if we can figure out this wall."
I'll just shoot once at it. If nothing changes, we'll
a blast of sacred flame smacks against the stone wall.
Nothing.
Doesn't seem to have any.
We're wasting time. Let's if she's trying to make us go a certain way, let's just go.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call out Ondar's name just to see if there's
Ondar.
I'm sorry, Edran, the other guy. What's
We're
his
all
name?
taking turns.
Right here. Right here.
I'm gonna call out Edron's name, and at most I'm hoping for a grunt, and at least I'm hoping for an echo.
Yeah, nothing. Not even your own voice echoes back at you.
One last thing on the fake wall. This is gonna be a leap of faith from my DM probably. I'm gonna look along the floor of the fake wall, and I'm looking specifically for a 3-inch a series of 3-inch holes along the bottom. And if I don't see those, I'm gonna assume that the witch does not know very much about Yuan-ti temples. If I do see them, I'm gonna assume whoever created this fake wall knows a little bit about Yuan-ti temples.
You don't see the 3 dots that you're looking for.
Thanks, bud. Okay. Not sure what to do with that information yet, but thank you.
Günther, what should we be watching out for? What can we expect with these turning tunnels? And you mentioned traps earlier.
Yeah, if the folks who built this temple are anything like the people from my homelands, they're xenophobic, they're exclusionaries, they don't like humans in particular, they don't like outsiders coming into the temples. So we're gonna expect traps, we're gonna expect twists and turns, serpentine, forgives a pun, corridors. These temples are built to be mazes, and unfortunately each one is built slightly differently. This one is already a little different than the ones I grew up in, but they follow a pattern. They try to funnel people into places where it's not good for the trapped people. However, they're also funneled downwards, away from the most integral parts, and since we are trying to head downwards anyway, this might actually come in handy for us. Watch your ankles, watch for your footing. I'll go first, but keep your eyes out.
The witch mentioned the chalice. Do you know anything about that?
Fortunately, my people are not as creative as some, and so I'm expecting the imagery on the tunnels to say a little bit about what this particular temple was dedicated to. If I notice anything, maybe it'll give a clue as to what this particular cup was about, how it's hidden, but...
What kind of power it holds, because that's obviously what she wants.
Yeah. Transformation, longevity, these are general themes in our religion. I assume this is an artifact that will either let her live longer or transform into something, or more likely it does absolutely nothing and it's just metaphorical. I wish I could be more of help.
Can we just hurry? I'm nervous.
Yeah. We're walking and talking. Let's go.
Are we walking? Okay.
All right. Do you
I'll resume at the rear.
Do you resume the same marching order as before?
Yeah, I go back to the rear.
Yeah, I want to be closer to the front.
Yeah, I'll go in front.
as the corridor winds around again, echoing Günther's words, you see it does indeed snake around, turning once again back on itself.
I'm gonna walk straight ahead to. I was gonna point at it, but you can't see where I'm pointing. I'm gonna walk straight ahead to where the wall blocks me, and like all of these architects are assholes. Like whether they're from this temple or my temple, architects like to hide secret passages and things like that.
Yep.
Anything weird about this stupid wall in front of me?
Make a perception check with advantage.
Thanks, friend. Okay, natural 19. Sorry, perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception. So that is a 22.
As you're walking through this section of the hall specifically, this 10-foot spot here, as you're walking through here, you realize that lining this this wall here, there's little holes, tiny little holes along the wall, and there's pressure plates under your feet.
Okay.
That you've stepped on.
Okay. All right. I'm going to. And you said they're like 2 or 3 inch holes along the wall.
They're super tiny little holes, several of them, along the hall. Presumably something shoots out of them.
Yeah.
Presumably something shoots out of them when the pressure plate you're standing on is released.
Okay. I'm gonna communicate to the people behind me. Hold on a second. I've stepped on a stupid trap that shoots things out of these holes, and I'm pointing at them. And I'm going to pull out just a handful of ball bearings.
Mm-hmm.
In a bag?
In a bag, yeah. Celadine, Rebecca asked me this on the chat like a couple days ago. I have like 4,000 ball bearings because last time when we went into the Underdark, I let Nick and Colin be in charge of buying stuff. So we have literally thousands of these balls.
I've got a bag of 1,000 right now.
Yeah, we got a lot of them. I'm just gonna start plugging up the holes.
Methodically plugging each hole you can see one by one. It's time consuming, especially given you can't lift your feet while you do so, but
right.
Sure.
Do you want some help with that?
Yeah, I'll.
Well, you've got the pressure plates down. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure that there's no other ones that look kind of like the same one that he's standing on.
Yeah, no, he's got the pressure plates. He's got the pressure plates
the only
down.
One?
Yeah, there's like 1,000 pounds of Günther on it right now.
Yeah.
Stand real still. And I'm gonna start plugging them.
Okay.
Sorry guys, this is stupid. So it's gonna slow us down.
So,
Could have been
I'm
worse.
sorry.
Could have been worse. You could have not seen them as you were walking through.
Yeah.
So you take time and you plug them all. Anita, I need you to make some type of check. Let's say it's a sleight of hand check to plug all these holes.
Okay.
And Günther's assisting you, so you can do it with advantage.
Right, I'll use my 2 black dice for this one. That is a 17.
Okay. So you plug what you think is all of the holes.
What I think.
What you think is all the holes, and then you step back, leaving Günther to his fate. Günther, do you lift your foot up? Or oh, I think Zaid froze. No, wait, everyone froze. That means I must have froze.
I can hear you, Josh.
Perfect.
We're good.
All right. Zaid, Günther, do you lift your foot up?
Before I do that, I look disdainfully at Ondar, and I pull out a fucking sack of potatoes, and I put that where my foot is.
Suggestion.
Yeah.
Why don't we head down the hallway ahead?
Sure.
Then worst case scenario, only you get hit by the trap.
Fair enough. Keep an eye out. Don't step on another one of these stupid things.
I can keep eye on.
The four of you squeeze past the big man. And then you're gonna try and putting a sack of potatoes down in your spot.
It's Indiana Jones, only with a giant sack of potatoes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
But I
How
worked
old
so
are those
hard
potatoes?
For those.
Yeah. Also, they're since before the Underdark.
So they're very wow. You still have those with you? Good, gross.
Kind of mushy, little sprouted.
I mean, not great, but the fuck else were we gonna use them for? I think we used one of them at one point for food, but we had a couple. Sorry, that is a 13. Dex is good, 16.
Okay. You place the bag down, and you lift your foot up, and you cautiously step away from the trapped hall. Nothing happens. This hall continues to snake around.
So maybe we should keep an eye out for more plates like that?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of plates. Sometimes the spikes are on the bottom, sometimes they come out from the floor. Like I said, my people are assholes. Sometimes they come out through the ceiling. So don't like
Celadine?
the place.
Yes.
Do you see any sign of Edran's tracks down this hall?
Perception?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or survival, actually.
I'll do survival. Okay. 21.
Nope.
Okay.
You don't think he came this way.
Oh.
She's still keeping us separated.
I see nothing. She's not leading us towards him. She's trying to keep us away. He had tracks before.
Did you see his tracks when you were down here before? What were you doing? What took you so long?
To be
We can
fair,
talk about that later.
to be fair, okay, it wasn't actually that long. It feels like long for you because it was a week ago, and yeah, you had a whole combat which really only took all of 12 seconds, but you know it took us an hour to play. So they weren't down there that long, but
Oh, I'm aware. I'm just asking for the lulls.
they were down there. They were maybe down there just long enough to justify odd asking.
No, did I ever see Edran's tracks at the beginning? I don't think I looked. I don't think I looked.
You didn't really look, but you did
No.
see there were tracks. I mean, some of them were yours. Some of them might have been Edran's.
Okay.
But you don't see tracks this way for sure.
Günther, something's wrong about this. She's still messing with us.
She wants to keep us separated. That's obvious. And we did the work for her.
Listen,
That was Edran. Edran chose to go solo.
I'm not talking about Edran, and I squeeze Rinn's hand.
I don't think she's ever been
He
down.
doesn't react.
I don't think she's ever been down here. I think we had taken it down. I think we're blazing the trail for her.
We set off all the traps, and she cleans up after?
I think so.
She has no need for us to set the traps.
Oh, I kept my ball bearings in case Edran and I ever got separated, and I said I would leave him a trail, and I hope he would try to do the same for me, and I'm going to start looking around for ball bearings on the ground in case he left me a trail of breadcrumbs.
And that would have been smart. But you don't see any trail of breadcrumbs or ball bearings.
We need to continue forward.
I'm still in the back, right?
Yes,
Correct.
you
I'm going to walk back. I'm going to step over the bag of potatoes. I'm going to walk back 15 feet or whatever it is, and I'm going to look down. Is that fake wall still there?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Anybody got a sledgehammer?
Yes. I'm going to walk straight back to the hall, back to the wall. I'm going to take out my archaeologist's pick. And I'm
From your
gonna
bag
start
of holding?
the shit out of that wall.
We go around to stay with him.
Yeah, we don't separate.
We can follow.
This temple is wrong. There's no rooms. There's just corridors. There should be rooms. That is an 18 plus. I'm assuming this is a strength-based weapon.
Yes.
Do I subtract on attack rolls with
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
You have a
Okay.
minus, you subtract.
Okay.
That's what the minus is for.
But I do add proficiency
Yeah.
because I'm still a barbarian. I don't know how this works. Okay. Proficiency is a +3 now. Strength is a -1, so that is a flat 20.
Is this, yeah.
You rolled a
I was gonna say.
17?
I rolled a natural 18.
18, okay. 20.
You swing your pickaxe at it. You chip a small piece away of the stone.
Can I pick up that piece?
Yeah. Yeah, you can pick up the piece. You lean over, you
sorry,
pick up...
hold on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't roll damage, but I get plus the damage because I'm huge.
Yeah, it's fine. You lean over and you pick up the piece that you chipped away. And when you stand back up, you look at the wall where you chipped it, and the wall is whole again. You still have the chip of stone. You try to find where the chip came out, but there's no discernible mark where the chip came out.
I am just going to keep smashing at this wall.
Justin, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was, while he's doing that, can Rinn look around for any miscolored stone, anything that would be a hidden button?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Or a perception check.
That's better. 26.
There's definitely no stone or hidden button or anything. There's nothing here that you're missing to open a secret door.
Alright, then in that case, he's gonna say,
You chipped the stone away, but it didn't fit, right?
Fuck this wall. Fuck this person. Fucks the peoples that used to live here.
Gunther.
In my mind, I'm picturing the type of assholes that used to live on this particular level of this particular type of temple, and fuck all of these people. I am smashing the shit out of this wall and
Gunther.
like turning kind of.
Do you
green
rage?
red. No. But I am like
Okay.
getting very
We
upset.
need to just keep moving.
We're just gonna put a hand on Gunther's shoulder.
Günther, you are making headway. You chip away, like you're chipping faster than the wall can regenerate. You chip 3 or 4 chips away, and then almost like clockwork, every 6 seconds the wall is whole again. You would need to, down it in one fell swoop.
Could we maybe for flavor say that like the text
No.
on the wall is like changing to fucking taunt me?
Oh, you can for flavor say that you the way
Translating it wrong. it's
yeah, for flavor, every time you look at it you're like,
map is full of eels?
The text hasn't actually changed, but maybe just because you're getting pissed off, you know. You're.
Oh my God. I'm
That's
obsessing
your
over
DM.
this wall, guys.
Yeah, Justin.
As he's chipping through the wall, can we see even a bit of the other side?
Oh no, like he never gets deep enough into the wall to breach through before the whole
Let's try
thing
everyone
regenerates.
all at once. And Ondar just kind of lifts up his hand, and you see power kind of growing in his palm.
Okay.
Count of 3.
Okay.
On
All right.
A little bit of fire lights up in Nod's hand.
Hang on.
Rinn is
How
just
are you-
prepared to punch it.
How are you doing this? Because you can't all fit.
It's
In-
a corner, right?
Yeah.
It
Me
is
and Odd in the back.
it is a corner. So you've got you and Odd in the back. You're lining
I'll
up
go
spells
up
to shoot
over
spells.
someone's head.
You're gonna stand here and swing over somebody's head.
Yeah, someone can get in front of me.
There.
I'll be that one in front of him.
Sure.
Quarter-inch punch.
1-inch punch.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna say. Does. Yeah. Anita and Nick, Odd and Ondar have a hard time getting a clear shot at the wall because of all the people in between you and it. Especially being that one of them is so big. I'll let you make an attack roll anyway, but it's going to be a long shot to hit it. All right, you can all make an attack roll against this wall.
Natural
20.
fucking 20.
Cool. Give me some damage, Günther.
Yeah.
And that's a natural 20 from Odd.
I'm gonna
That's
look
a
at-
dirty 20 from Rinn.
3 20s.
24 from Ondar.
Wow. You guys have a horseshoe up your butt.
No, it's a dirty 20.
Oh.
Not that. Not that.
That's okay. You got two nats and 2 above 20. Rebecca, what did you get? You're muted. She's muted.
I'm sorry. I keep going back and forth on the mute.
That's okay.
It's a dex save on the Sacred Flame, so.
Then you can't use it against a wall.
Oh, can't. Okay, then.
I mean, if
I'll
it's
use
a,
the mace.
Yeah, okay. Make your attack roll with the mace.
That would be. 6, 14.
Okay. So you hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
How much damage did I get from Günther?
16.
And Anita?
So,
Odd? 3?
I rolled a 2 and a 1 on 2d10.
Nice.
Oh.
So we're up to 19. Justin.
8.
Up to 27. Ondar.
11 force damage.
Force damage. 38. Rebecca.
5.
5. 43.
If any...
You all, in unison, attack this wall. You got mace and spike chain and
Fist.
or fist and spells, multiple spells and pickaxe, just going away at this thing. And you start to watch as the whole thing crumbles under your combined might.
Quickly before it regenerates, Rinn would like to jump over.
Rinn would like to jump over quickly before it regenerates.
I'm right there too. I
I'm
want to.
running.
I'm like holding an arm over it to let people through before I go through.
Okay, so Rinn and Celadine get through. You've got an arm that you're holding over, like in its place, like trying to trying to hold open an elevator. Odd and Ondar are rushing. to get through.
And at the last second, I'm gonna grab Günther's arm and pull him in.
You don't make it through before the wall regenerates, Anita.
Do I get splinched?
No, you don't. You don't even make it to the wall before it regenerates. But Günther gets splinched. Günther, how do you feel about losing an arm?
Not great.
Yeah. Let's see. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, please.
Actually, this should probably be a Constitution saving throw. Let's be honest. I'll let you pick Constitution or Dexterity, whichever you prefer.
Danger sense, wouldn't that give you advantage?
Yeah, let's take the con, because that is, thanks to that level 5, that is now a 21.
Oh, that's a lot of die. That is a lot of dice.
What did you roll?
21 on the save.
Okay. So as this wall is materializing in place, completely, it starts to lock your arm in place, and you just manage to pull it away before it cuts your arm off.
Okay.
You do still take 15 bludgeoning damage.
I think I'm still way higher than anybody else.
That was on a successful save. And once again, the party has been split. Look at that.
Well, we know how to fix it this time. I'm gonna keep smashing at the fucking wall.
Okay. So Celadine and Rinn, you're standing in the dark. You had your light source up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're standing in a hallway, closed off from your friends. You can hear the faint echoes of Günther smashing against the wall on the other side of it. But this tunnel, continues before snaking to the left.
My perception check or survival check for tracks.
All right, make your check.
Perfect. 23.
You see tracks, human-sized footprints in the dust in the ground.
Okay.
You think Edran went this way?
Okay. I hold on to Rinn. I grab onto his arm. And I say, either we can wait for them, or we can just go somewhat ahead. What would you like to do?
It took the combined force of our party to break down the wall to enable just the two of us to make it. If we go now, they will never have a chance of breaking this wall down again. We need to work and make a combined attack against this wall.
Okay.
I'm asking Ondar send that message. We gotta attack this wall some more.
It doesn't go through walls. I needed an opening first.
But is everybody gonna assume, say, they'll hear this, and I'm
Smashing.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Just pound away.
Firebolt again.
Okay.
Edran's mace.
Okay.
Before she swings with Edran's base, Rinn is gonna kind of put a hand up. We need to find a way to communicate with them, where to attack. So as he's hearing the blast hitting like the center mass, he's going to punch the wall in a rhythmic fashion to the left side. Kind of going, hey, we're over here. Don't shoot over here.
The three of you can make perception checks with disadvantage.
Ooh, even with the disadvantage, that is
12.
okay.
Yeah, that's a 10. Flat 10 for me.
Oh, sorry. No, that wasn't very good. Perception. Yeah, 13.
You hear them. You hear Rinn knocking away on the opposite side of the wall. You don't get an exact position, but you know he's somewhere to the left of where you were hitting center mash.
And like as Rinn is doing this, he's going, Günther is clever. He'll understand the meaning.
You are Onder's like center mass on the count of 3.
I mean,
To the left! No, I'll follow center mass.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna be standing a little closer so that when it opens I can bolt.
Okay.
did I get an idea of how thick the wall was when it broke down?
It's about 5 feet.
It's thick.
5 feet. 5 feet of stone.
Holy shit. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Ready?
just rolled a natural 20.
Well, that's good because you had 2 of those last time, and you needed every last point of damage.
I did not get a natural 20.
I did not either, but I got a 15.
Okay.
And does a 13 hit the wall, Josh?
Yes. Why? You
Because
rolled a natural 20.
just last. It's twice,
Oh, okay.
Ah.
so I hit with both.
I can get that attack.
All right. So the 24 to hit.
Hits.
10. Finally. Max damage.
10 as well.
Alright, I'm rolling 60, 10.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Let's do that. Plus this. Plus. That's 20, 30. That's 41 points of force damage.
Fucking shit.
Oh, Ondar.
Mine's just a 9 this time.
I hit 8.
I run.
The wall explodes.
We back up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Force
I
damage.
go through this time.
I am gonna try and cover Celadine as it explodes.
Sure. Celadine and Rinn have to make dexterity saving throws.
I'll
If
take mine at disadvantage.
Rinn, if you want to take yours at disadvantage, then Celadine gets hers at advantage.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a fair trade-off.
Team effort.
16.
6?
Despite the fact that Rinn jumped in between the two of you, Celadine took more damage from the exploding wall.
I don't do dex.
It's like, this is why I wear heavy armor. Rinn, you're going to take half because you succeeded. Celadine, you're going to take full.
Quite.
11, 12, 14. So 7 for Rinn, 7 bludgeoning for Rinn, and 14 for Celadine.
Ow.
Rinn is just gonna look at Celadine and go, "Are you okay?"
And before you can even really look her over, you have 3 people barreling through, one of which is large.
As soon as he gets done asking, "Are you okay?" he falls unconscious.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
has 0
okay.
hit points.
Spare. Yeah, no, not spare the dying. Freaking cure wounds. That's happening.
Rinn, is he okay?
It's fine. He's fine. That would be 11.
All right, and he's back up again.
We
The
need to
incredible
rest.
yo-yo man.
Incredible yo-yo man. Hey, that's what monks are for, right?
Oh,
Exactly.
I love Yo-Yo Man.
Once I get these levels, then this will be a goddamn problem.
If we get those levels.
We need to find a drum, but then we need to rest.
After we find the Edran. Do you
Yes.
see his tracks?
Yes, he's came this way. We need to go.
Okay, well let's find him.
Yes.
Watch out for traps still.
Doc,
I can look at it.
Yes, Zaid.
still just corridors, still no rooms?
Correct.
Günther is like upset.
Can I take point? I'm
You sure
I'm, like, I cannot handle how long this has been.
What are we looking like? Is Celadine's at point? Then what?
I
I'll
assume-
go after her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll assume.
On our rear.
Got it. Celadine, you wind the bend to see another tunnel snaking around the same way as before, except mirrored.
Okay.
Okay.
Perception. Can I check out?
Make a perception check, sure.
Yes, sir. Natural motherfucking 20.
Oh well, good. You're looking for little holes, and you're looking for pressure plates. Everything you think of. No little holes, no pressure plates, but in the exact same spot, but mirrored, where the trap was before, you can see that the floor, this 10-foot section of floor that you were about to step on, that 10-foot section of floor is there's a little line all around it, a gap, a tiny gap all around it, revealing that this is actually most likely a pit trap of some type. That the floor will open up and drop you into a pit of some kind if enough weight is put on it.
Do we need some more potatoes?
No, we need this to not open.
Do you see Edran's tracks after it?
Edran's tracks walk right over it,
Okay.
almost as if he didn't stop to see it.
I still have spear.
Günther,
Yeah.
you have your climbing kit, correct?
Yeah.
Give it
I
to
had
me.
several.
Give it to me.
Yeah. I will hand him a climbing kit, but I will not hand him the gloves from it because they are still lousy with Ondar.
Yeah.
I would like to find something sturdy to tie the rope to.
There isn't anything in the room that's in the hall that's sturdy to tie the rope to. You could tie it to one of your friends, I suppose.
I'm going to hand one into
I'm thinking
Günther.
strength.
Tie one into give one into Günther, and I go, it's your turn this time.
Climber's kits. Todd's gonna grab one of the pythons.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna fix this to the wall.
Oh, that's why you're the smart one.
I will just lean with 1,000 pounds of Günther into it.
And then
you're just trying to lean to press a python into stone wall.
If that python's been knocked in, I'm just gonna mass against it.
Okay. So someone's gonna take a little hammer and hammer it into the wall, and then you're tying a rope to the python. Is that what's going on?
Yep.
And on top of the rope is also Günther leaning into the python.
Yep.
Cool.
My intentions are to jump into the pit. I have our way of walking, our gift of face step to return.
Oh.
Are you okay with me doing this?
Yeah. Also try to jump it, right? Couldn't you?
I don't understand. He's like very weary. What do you mean?
Well, it's only. I've seen you move faster and I've seen you fly higher than that.
Yes. In case.
The winding tunnels make it so that he couldn't really get a good running start, but
No, that's fair.
that
All
doesn't
right.
mean it's impossible. It just means he wouldn't have a running start.
Why are you asking for my permission?
Not your permission. I don't want to worry any of you.
Oh,
This is what we have to do. It's okay.
okay. Do what you gotta.
And he's gonna jump in the pit. Ah! Jump in the pit.
You're taking
jump
you're
over
taking
first.
one end of the rope and
Yeah.
you're jumping onto the okay.
Could you attempt to go over?
Why didn't you try to jump over first?
No, he's gonna. No, I'm joking. He's gonna try. He's gonna try
Rin-
to jump over the thing of a jiggy, but if he falls in the pit, then he's
So
in
the
the
better
pit.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Backup plan.
Make your athletics check.
Ooh, why does it have to be athletics? Oh, that's not awesome.
My
8.
guess.
You jump right into the center of the pit trap,
Jump in the pit.
and the pit trap doesn't trigger, and you don't fall in the pit.
That's weird.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh. I think I just realized something.
well,
Just cross one at a time and hold on to the rope then, to be safe, and we'll have Günther go last.
I don't think we're the first ones in here.
toss me another thing that we do in the wall. It's very out.
Python?
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
They toss you another python and a little hammer. Oh,
So he's just gonna take it and secure it
Chauncey,
on the
no.
other side.
So, I don't think we're the first ones in here. I don't think that Edran is even the first one in here, because if that pit trap before, or the trap before with the arrows, I think you said, if that didn't go off, and this didn't go off, then I think Auntie Zilla might have been sending people down here before us. She's been
I
trying to
guess-
make deals for a while. She wants this chalice. She wants it bad.
She's had 1,000 years to work on it.
And if a lot of these traps are already undone,
And overthinking it.
or that we're overthinking this.
Okay.
But don't get, I guess maybe don't get too
Conti-
careless?
Continue with caution.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm gonna start poking ahead with spear.
Hey, Ondar. Do you still have that
Yes, sir.
invisible? Do you still have that invisible guys you can call?
Yes. What's up?
Is it a hardship?
No, but it's limited.
Limited. Okay. Never mind. If it becomes necessary, maybe we use him to scout ahead. But in the meantime, we just be careful.
It will be best saved for a moment of we need to press something far away and don't want to be standing there ourselves.
Fair enough.
All right.
okay.
Then we have a 10-foot pole.
Against spear. Rinn, sorry.
Classic staple of dungeon design. You need a 10-foot pole for everything, right?
Josh, how long would you say a dog catcher's catch pole is?
About 6 feet, maybe.
Awesome.
He takes
Help
me
him
back.
out.
Thank you for taking care of him. Puts back in the holster.
I'm sorry, it's a him?
Yes.
He names everything.
Didn't realize he gendered them.
Not everything is gendered. The darts. Or non-binary.
All right, so we all walk over. Are we doing Günther last to be safe?
I think that's smart.
All right, let's just one at a time walk over.
Okay, so you one at a time walk over the pit, saving Günther for last.
Yep.
Günther, how much do you weigh right now?
1,000 pounds.
It's in the order of 1,000 pounds. Give or take a lot, but I'm 4 times my normal weight, and I don't know if we ever established my normal weight, but like
Maybe
as a
like
slight build,
130 or something. 140. Yeah.
Plus whatever
Somewhere
gear you're
around
carrying.
Man, you had those numbers ready to go, huh, Celadine?
Oh Jesus! I'm thinking of a scrawny dude.
most of it is dead.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
weight is multiplied by 8, according to this.
It's all
By
just
8?
abs and
By
penis.
8. It's multiplied by 8. Did
What are you, like a Rob Liefeld drawing?
Oh my
That's
god.
probably more like around like 1,200 pounds then.
That's the name of his autobiography, Abs and Penis.
I'm gonna read from enlarge. Yeah, weight is multiplied by 8.
when you
Yeah.
set foot on the trapdoor, it gives way and you fall in.
Now, hold on.
Oh, the rope?
I feel like I would have tried to walk over the trapdoor,
Make
given
it-
that we've established where it is.
Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
Natural 16 brings it to saving throw with advantage.
Yeah, that's right.
Dex 16, 19.
The trapdoor gives way, and you immediately start to fall in, but not before you take 1 second large step forward.
Ah,
And you're standing on the other edge, on top of a lot of your friends. You brace you brace
body's growing. I don't know where it ends.
you brace yourself, your large body against Celadine, as you just try to not fall backwards.
I would
No,
hold on to him.
thanks, Anita.
Yeah. All right.
I smell weird. I like.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. Should I go? Can I go back and point?
Yeah, sure. Again, the hallways snake around.
Okay.
Worse use of an enlarged spell, by the way.
Right. I know.
It's gonna be 3 hours where it only hurts us, and then as soon as we need it, it's gonna fade.
It's gonna fade.
Yeah, as soon as you need it, it's gonna run out. Probably. You snake around.
Sorry, I just had to cry for a little bit there. I'm back. Oh, I'm back, baby.
Back, baby.
I keep thinking about it like that would be Gunther's DJ name. DJ DJ Abs and Penis.
Stupid.
Dropping the heavy hits. Make the beat drop. Blah.
His anaconda don't want none of us. You got abs, son.
The hallway, I don't know if you can see, sneaks around again before ending in a dead end, but there is a door. A door on the south wall.
Oh, doors, our greatest enemy. Odds greatest enemy, at least.
Huh.
The door is made of stone.
Stone.
Can I investigate the door? Like traps.
You sure can, my friend. You sure can.
18.
18. You're investigating the door for traps. You find there is a little latch on the top part of the door frame that would flip when the door is open. However, there is there's something small that's wedged in it to prevent it from flipping.
Odd your theory. I believe there's
Some-
further proof.
Yeah.
And he's going to crack open the door a little bit. Very slowly.
I'm gonna back up a little bit, but not to the trap.
You crack open the door ever so slightly.
I know this is like, I'm trying to get back in this headspace. But I keep thinking about
Deep breath, man.
Keep thinking
breath.
about DJ abs and penis.
Deep breath. Calming breath.
Okay.
Remember the matron for teachings. And still your mind with the calm of the shadow of the pale.
Major did prepare me for abs and penis.
Okay.
Stop saying it, you fool.
Okay.
You crack open the door,
Yes.
and inside is a room that is still as death. There are things in this room, the Dungeon Master says as he looks for his misplaced object.
While you do that, I'm gonna look for this misplaced die. Where the fuck did you go, you little bastard?
First of all, let's put some of these fancy pillars in the room. Fancy pillars.
I don't like pillars. Pillars are Odd's second favorite enemy. Doors first, doors second.
Second of all, where did I put that? Give me 1 second. I must have put it somewhere.
Really, my fingers are crossed that the thing he's misplaced is the Edran mini.
The furthest place in the room away from my reach. At the center of the room, between the pillars, is a large sarcophagus.
It's Edran's girlfriend.
Around the room, there are various urns, large pots that are plugged shut. And at the back of the room are 3 fairly large treasure chests. But otherwise the room is empty.
Anything distinctive at all about the chests?
There are 3 treasure chests. They're all made of wood. One has copper rims, like it's a wooden chest, but the rim around it is made of copper, and the lock
The
is
barding.
made of copper. The barding is made of copper, yes. One has barding made of silver with a lock made of silver, and one has barding made of gold with a lock made of gold.
Are we all going in?
I don't assume that anyone has gone in.
Okay.
Seeing this, Rinn will walk ahead.
Okay. Rinn steps into the room.
Hey.
It feels cold in here.
Just like home.
I'm gonna walk in after Rinn, and I'm doing an archaeology check of the room. What's up with this room?
You can absolutely spend some time examining the room. Make a investigation check with advantage.
I'm gonna beat that dumbass that says the words that's gonna cause problems, y'all. I would like to open one of the chests.
You're moving past the... sorry, I probably should have made clear. The chests are on the far side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's one here, and one here. You see those on the map?
Yep.
Cool. So you're moving over to one of the chests?
Yep.
I need to know what path you're taking between the sarcophagus and this pillar, between the sarcophagus and this pillar, or between the pillar and like the walls on the far
Pillar in
side.
the wall.
Which side? Like this side over here?
The other side.
Okay.
Of course, number 1.
Yep.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm walking in.
Ondar
And
and
that-
his
that
dog
sarcophagus
are
is-
looking for the witch.
Ondar is what? Sorry, you cut out there.
Ondar and his dog are staying at the door and looking for the witch behind them.
Okay, so you're not entering the room, staying at the door. Odd?
Odd's gonna venture just into the periphery of the room, but not like directly in. Just like maybe 5 feet from the door.
Gunther, you're so damn big.
Yeah.
Nope. Inside the room, you said? Or not?
Just inside.
Just inside. Celadine, are you still looking for Edran's tracks?
Yeah, I wanted to perception the crap out of everything.
Okay.
Roll.
Perception.
20 again!
You in your 20s.
They weren't happening before. So,
They always happen when you're looking for something. never happened for you in combat though. So I'll take what I can get.
perception though is 25.
Yeah. Edran's tracks walk straight up to the sarcophagus, and then there seems to be a struggle. He's struggling with something, like his feet, his footprints. They like shake about, and they like kick away dirt, and like there definitely was some kind of struggle, and that's
He
where
fucked another vampire.
and that's where his footprints stopped.
I want to.
Also, since you rolled a natural 20, the sarcophagus lid has recently been opened and reclosed.
I want to pull Günther over and say, lift this with me.
Archaeology check was a 21, and then I'll do whatever she wants.
Awesome. This chamber was once where the Vrail Olo, the most perfect form of Vrail Olo, would reside until his untimely death, whereupon his bedchambers were converted into his tomb.
Okay. Good.
The markings on the wall tell the story of his life. He was apparently a great leader. And the treasure chests are his most prized possessions. Supposedly.
Okay.
In the urns around the chamber, it says those are the guardians that watch over his eternal slumber.
Can I will communicate that to the other people with particular emphasis on the fact that there is definitely a body inside the sarcophagus. There is definitely stuff inside those chests, and there is definitely danger inside those urns.
So you're saying don't touch anything.
And just as you say this, Rinn steps over one of the urns to get to those chests.
Yep. He did that. He did that dumb shit. I'm so sorry.
Rinn, how careful were you being as you were stepping over the urns to get to the chests? Were you
Rinn is fleet of foot and gentle in everywhere he walks.
Cool. Make a stealth check, Rinn.
He's proficient he is proficient in that. Look at that. Nat 28.
Woo!
It's cool because it's the skull dice, so the 20s are a skull. Sorry.
Without disturbing the urns, you move past. What was it you said, Günther?
I conveyed what you said with emphasis on body in the sarcophagus, treasures, it's his stuff in the chest, and danger in the vases and the jars or whatever.
Cool.
Touch anything. Rinn?
Rinn was literally about to lay his hands on. Rinn was about to lay his hands on that delicious-looking treasure chest when Odd shouts at him. I'll let you guys debate what you want to do next while I go grab something I need.
Great.
I'm assuming my check for the witch will happen when he gets back, so Ondar's not going to be participating when you guys go.
I bet there's some cool stuff in those chests.
Since Odd said don't touch anything, I assume he's going to listen to that, or else I would have.
Yeah. If somebody cleverer than me has an idea of like I don't know, do we Eldritch Blast the chests?
Not yet.
No, don't disturb anything in here. If that's what you said, if this is his resting place, then
Whose resting place?
The greatest warrior in whatever this clan was. It was a big deal.
If this will lead to combat, I would recommend that we set up a resting spot outside of it. I am in no condition to fight.
you're not.
We just need to find Edran and leave. We don't need to do anything else.
Where's it? Celadine, where are Edran's fragments going? You've been following them.
They led to the sarcophagus. I believe he's in here.
Is he,
Help me out.
is he inside the sarcophagus?
Can Günther and I do a strength check or something?
Yeah, make a.
No, don't.
Why?
We need to rest. If there's something in there and it took Edran out, we need to be able to rest.
We need to rest in here for an hour while he's in there.
Can you make sure that Rinn is okay?
I don't have much left.
Do we have any potions? I have this one.
It is fine.
As you're all moving around the as the two of you, Günther and Celadine, are moving around the sarcophagus, arguing with Odd about whether or not to open it, you hear quite distinctly knocking from inside the sarcophagus.
Open it.
It is fine, Odd. I will be fine.
I'm readying a firebolt if a threat comes out.
Alright, Günther and I open it.
Yeah, if we can we open it? I don't know how to describe this. I want to, like, be pulling it up open so that we have a shield in front of our faces in case Odd is throwing a fireball at it.
You're proposing opening picking up a large, heavy slab in the most awkward way possible.
Right.
We're sliding it open then.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So then instead
So we're just pushing it.
Yeah, can we do Celadine at the feet and me at the head and like grabbing and sliding it open? I guess that's the next safe.
I mean, this
Sure.
sucker's gonna be heavy. Can we pull instead of push?
Is pull going to push? I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
what he's saying. He's just saying instead of doing it standing side by side, you're going the ends and pulling together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And, all right, make your athletics checks.
Athletics.
Do you need anything from me on the dog, Josh?
Nope.
Okay. 18.
60.
All right. This is one of the coolest miniatures I have. As you crack it, vacuumed air shoves out, and you just lift it, and you heave and shove and slide, clunk, and inside
I thought he froze.
is Edran.
Oh. Okay, is that the unpainted Edran? Good, okay.
Yes, this is the
Scared me.
unpainted Edran.
That scared me. Okay.
Who immediately sits up with a deathly look on his face. Paler than usual.
Am I on camera now?
Yeah, you're on camera.
Are you alright?
Mummy!
Okay.
And he points behind you, Celadine. And slithering there is this mummified snake-like form that snaps his fingers and the door slams shut. And all your light sources go out.
And leaving Ondar on the other side.
Even mine?
Even yours.
Ooh.
Oh!
Especially yours.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end this episode of The Company of the Grey Wolf. It'll be back next week with Initiative. But you're back together!
5 easy steps.
That killer
Not
is...
dead, yay!
You know what? Whoever told you that killing a witch was easy was probably lying.
3 easy steps. Step 4, something.
Reevaluate.
Reevaluate.
I'm just going to say that I hate Volo even more. His books continue to be inaccurate.
His books are horribly inaccurate because, let's be honest, he didn't actually do the research. He made most of that shit up. Anyway, this has been a fun, exciting episode. episode of The Company of the Grey Wolf. You guys are finally all back together. It took you all episode to reunite the party once again. I've been Joshua Barbo. You can find me on Twitter at Joshua Barbo. You can find me on Twitch at Joshua Barbo. You can find me at YouTube at Joshua Barbo. It's nice and simple. Like I said, I run a company called dmondemand.ca. If you want to get a game like this, if you're stuck at home right now as a result of coronavirus, well, let me know, and I will give you seriously discounted prices. I'm joined at the table, not alone. I'm joined at the table by some awesome people. Nick playing Ondar, who has historically not been on Twitter, but is now on Twitter. You should all go follow him at Neutral Bland. Colin playing Edran, and Zaid playing Günther. Neither of them are on social media, but you can interact with them in our Discord channel, which you should join if you haven't had a chance to do so yet. Rebecca's on Twitter. You should follow her at Madam Peasant. Justin's on Twitter. You should follow him at Noir Enigma. And Anita's on Twitter. You should follow her at Panita. Furthermore, you should give those last two people some extra love. Because this is not the only stream they do. Anita, you stream on Scraticus every Tuesday for the foreseeable future. She's doing an awesome job there, and you all should go check it out. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I am on Scraticus playing a different kind of elf. I am playing a knowledge cleric named Penny. He's a little bit of a sad boy.
Oh boy, a little bit of sad boy. And Justin's not doing 1, not 2, but 3 streams, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm doing all the streams.
You're doing all the streams.
This Friday you can catch me being holding Tunnix again. It's Tunnix.
Over on Raven's channel.
Exactly, it's Tunnix, not Tunix. He's very sensitive about that. Tomorrow you can catch me on Mama Raptor's channel. We're playing a Pathfinder game. I don't know the rules for Pathfinder.
It's basically 3rd edition of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I mean.
But you don't know that either, do you?
Oh no, I know 3.5 like the back of my hand. It's 2nd edition Pathfinder, so it's very fucky. And on Sundays you can catch me on Chromatic Chimera. We're playing Lancer, which is basically a TTRPG where we have giant fucking robots. So we're playing basically Gundam Wing, the TTRPG. It's dope. You should check it out.
So you're doing a whole heck of a lot. The long and short of it is, follow Justin on Twitter, and I'm sure he'll give you the shout-outs whenever he's live.
Absolutely.
So this has been an episode of The Company of Grey Wolf. We're 12 in. I can't believe it, but we're still not done this incredible season. We are nearing the end of Season 1, but there's plenty more where that came from. Until next time, keep good company. Stick around for a raid, guys. Stick around for a raid.
Guys.
Keep good company.
DJ Abs and Penis.
Love you all.
And here we go.
Did
you drink the whole bottle, Justin?
A little bit.